Okay, so here we go. All right, all right, all right. And we are back. And we are back with Right On with Rita. Please click like and subscribe if you like our content. I have a guest on the show today. You want me to just call you Millie?
That's fine.
This Miss Millie from Dallas, from Arlington, Texas, my home girl. What's up, Miss Millie?
Hello. Hey,
Let's give her a hand
hey,
clap. Thank you, Miss Millie. Thank you, Miss Millie. So Miss Millie is one of the elders who I really always looked at with a great thought. She's a big sister, and she's always handled herself as a big sister. So Miss Millie, you want to tell us what it takes to be a big sister?
Let's see. Well, what I can say, I think I was born into that. I'm the oldest of five girls. So I've always been the big sister, or when my mom went back to work when I was in the fifth grade, so 10, I had to take care of my sister. So I've just always been the big sister, just watching over and taking care of everybody.
Right. Miss Millie, that brings up a good subject. And the subject is black families, who how the children was taught to take care of their siblings when they had working parents. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
yeah, maybe you can expound on that a little bit and how we were trained as young children to take care of our siblings.
Yeah, so with my mom, she went back to work when I was 10, and under me, again, I have well, I should say four sisters, so three little sisters, all us on in here. So I had to take care of, my mom was a nurse, so she left early in the morning, as well as my dad, because he commuted to Lafayette from Richmond. So what I had to do is, when my mom would make us get our clothes out at night, but I was responsible for making sure my sisters got up on time, our hair was combed, and we were lotioned, all groomed up to walk across the street to our elementary school that we went to. Shout out to Stige Elementary.
Yeah, shout out to Richmond. Richmond, Stige Elementary.
I had to make sure our hair were combed. So I learned how to comb hair at the age of 10. Make sure me and my sisters were, dressed, lock the door, and go to school. When we came home, by the time we came home, we had like a 30-minute window before my mom came back. But we know to go in the house. Don't you let nobody in that house. And we better go in there and do our chores.
Yes, yes.
So she got back.
And see, and that was just taught to you. That was a given. It wasn't like you had any questions. It was just you learned to take care of your sisters. Am I right?
Exactly.
So, because that was another thing somebody had said. Remember I had a younger sister, and they were saying that, that my mother was wrong for leaving us to take care of her. But that wasn't the case. My mom was sick, and I was a single parent household. My mom took ill, was in the hospital, and then they were saying that, how did we as 15 and 14-year-olds know how to take care of our little sister? And like you said, we was groomed into it. Our mother taught us how to take care of her. And like you said, basically like staging us the night before, right?
Mm-hmm. Really just following the patterns of what our parents did. And, we were told that my parents' job was to go out. They had to go to work. They couldn't stay home, because how would we be able to, get the things that we have, be able to live in the neighborhood that we lived in without my parents. So their job was to go out and work. And our job was to follow the directions that we had at home.
I love you for that, Miss Millie. I'm going to give you a hand clap. Bing, 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 bing. Because you said their job was to go to work and be the wage earners, and the children's job was to go to school, and help take care of one another. See, most people don't see it like that. And that is a critique that I did give my children, that, look, your job is to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
And so like these children, this new generation, this new era of people we got, Miss Millie, What you think about that? These kids with this mouth and all this talking they doing.
I don't understand it. Never will. I know we couldn't even look at my mama a certain kind of way unless we was expected to get popped.
Come on,
So
Miss
just
Millie.
especially with the mouth, I hate you and don't talk to me. Don't. Mm-mm. I don't understand it. I sometimes I feel like I'm my mama, especially in public, and I hear kids talking to their mama. I be wanting to say something like, "What?"
Yes, yes, Miss Millie, tell it. Real talk, because you know it do take a village. And sometimes kids can be so egregious, like, is you that flagrant? You know, you need to get a little stale. Cause I had 3 grands here. You know, Miss Millie, you always with your grands, and so you know mine. I'm still the same reader. So my grands, they came was like the little ones. They love it. They love grandmother because I meet all their needs. But that 11-year-old who was on the phone at 3 in the morning,
Oh no. Mm-mm.
Miss Millie, she didn't get tagged. She lugged up. Because what would happen at your house if a 11-year-old on the phone at 3 in the morning?
They better not even have no TV on at my house at no 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh
I
my.
have an early riser, but no, when I go to bed, all the lights have to be out because I don't like to, once I go to sleep, I don't like to be disturbed. So everybody, lights, TV, everything better be off.
What'd you say?
And
Lights
I mean,
out.
who you talking to at 3 in the morning anyway?
Miss Millie. I didn't even want to know because I knew I would have went, baby. If I would have had to find out who she was talking to, it would have been a whole nother ball game. So I just said, put the phone down.
Girl, you were supposed to take that phone.
Miss Millie,
It ain't my phone, but this my house.
Miss Millie, I'd have vamped into Mars. You too far. You too far. You know, so yeah, just speaking of that, you know, how young people be acting. You know, what about, have you heard about Malia Obama? You know, she's a Harvard grad. She getting ready to get her first job.
That's the oldest, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I haven't heard about them. Didn't she get? Didn't she have? Yeah, I did see something about she's an intern for some company.
for Essence.
Yes. Okay. I knew it was something.
Yeah.
I saw it. I didn't really read it, but I did see something about mention about her.
Right, me too. I'm looking at some scribble. So, you know, I'm reading off my little board because I am learning how to do this. So I've written a couple things. Yeah, so I just thought about that. So, you know, I know they're very proud of their daughter. Shout out to President Obama,
Yes,
Mrs. Michelle
Michelle, such
Obama.
an
We thank
elegant
you.
lady. I was just picking up her book the other day, looking at it.
Yes. You know, when she had when she was going through Texas, her caravan was going through Texas at one time because she was going to be stopping somewhere doing a book signing a couple years ago, I think it was, and I was coming across the 10 too, and I seen her caravan. So you know, I'm in a truck and they going and I was like, wow. Then I had already heard that, you know, she was going to be in Texas. So when I saw that caravan of Benzes going by me, you know, it was pretty neat, you know.
I know,
Knowing
like trying to wave. Did you wave, girl?
well, you know, I was blowing the horn, girl. You know, I was keeping up a ruckus, you know. But you can't do nothing. You don't even try to get near it, you know. I did throw my hand up. I hit my horn. Yeah, you know, so that's all you could do on the highway. I did. I was so grateful. That was close enough, you know.
Yes.
Close enough to Graceland. So I knew who was in there. I don't know which.
Who was there.
Yeah, I don't know which of the vehicles she was in because there were several of them. It's a caravan of them.
Like, hey, girl, hey.
You know, so yeah, that's all Black excellence. Right on, right on. So, you know, girl, you know the real headlines this week, right?
The who?
The real headlines for this week.
Oh, girl, yes, Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Tell me about it, Miss Millie. What's your take on that?
I think he went a little too far. It shouldn't have even been that serious. He's a comedian himself in some way, so I don't think that was the answer.
Do you think he is? You know, I heard he was doing stand-up somewhere, but do you really think he's a comedian?
Well, he's funny to me. I know on the Fresh Prince.
Yeah, well, yeah,
So,
I didn't see that
but
as a
I think he could have
comedian.
held his own in a different way. Especially, I don't even watch the Oscars, but I happened to see it that night just to
Hmm.
see it. But I was like, you don't really see too many black people on there, so I didn't really pay
Right.
attention to it. But I just felt it could have been handled differently. And then, the media, they just really out there. Everybody wanted to, I don't know. I think he just went overboard.
Right. Well, Miss Millie, I had a real take on it because number one, now do you remember the Oscars of 2016?
They talked about it a little with Chris Rock. They was the same kind of scenario, right?
Well, kind of, sort of, but they was boycotting the Oscars about blackness,
Oh yeah, Jada. That's right. That's
and
right. Okay.
and then she was asking Chris Rock to boycott with them, but he was hosting that year.
Oh, so he said no.
But no, so this is what he made some jokes on about her, and this is the jokes that I remember. He said, "How you gonna boycott the Oscars? Talking about you staying home and you wasn't invited."
Mm.
Now that's what I heard back then. So but I wasn't tripping. Now about that comment he made about GI Jane, when he said that, you know what I thought about? Remember when Demi Moore made that movie and it was a whole rumor about they paid her so much money to cut her hair?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So this is where my mind was. I thought when he said the joke that he was saying, okay, your hair shaved, get to play the role as G.I. Jane. You know what I'm saying? Now that her head is shaved, she can play the role because what? She is an actress, right?
Correct.
And that lady got all that money for shaving her head. I'm thinking he's saying like, yeah, you the next G.I. Jane, get this money.
I didn't pay attention to what he actually said, but that does make sense.
He said, Jada, next G.I. Jane, can't wait to see it.
Oh, okay.
Now, you see what I'm saying?
Correct.
And now they done took this way down the line. Even I heard one of the people, his name is Storm Monroe. Shout out to Storm Monroe, but you hurt my little feelings when I seen something that you misrepresented and I didn't like it. Storm Monroe said that Chris Rock has Asperger's. Chris Rock does not have Asperger's. What he said is something like Asperger's, where he don't realize where people have impulse control and don't realize how people body movements would make them feel uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said. And then Storm Monroe was trying to make it like, oh, he handicapped. He got you. Come on, that's too far of a stretch. Just keep it where it's at. Oh, look, let me tell you something. When it's right in the middle, you ain't got to move it left.
Exactly.
So that's how I feel about that. So I mean, you think that makes sense though, right? If he made
exactly.
I thought it was a compliment because he basically, I remember it was a whole deal about the lady got so much money to shave her hair to play that role, right? Okay, so I thought he was saying get that money. I didn't see it being like no crass joke. But then the look,
when he turned around, when everybody was laughing, and he turned around and saw that she wasn't laughing, that's when he
right.
I tried to, be macho man.
And that's when her dress turned to ugly. She was sharp in a motherfucker until that moment, bruh. You know that green is my favorite color, Miss Millie.
Oh, is it?
Oh, Miss Millie, if you don't know, I live in a world of green.
That's my youngest grandson, Anthony. Everything he wants is green. He got upset the other day because I didn't go find him no mint. Because he was saying green ice cream. I said green mint. I'm like, he only 4 years old. I said, okay. But he want green. The other day, he wanted green chips, a green drink, something else green, a green lollipop or something he wanted. I said, oh, okay, well, Mr. Green.
Thank you, because it symbolizes everything. Green symbolizes growth in any area you look at. Green symbolizes wealth. It symbolizes love. It symbolizes, I love green. So I surround myself in green. And I put a little set together here. It's green and gold. Maybe one day when you come to California, you can sit in the room, in the little studio that I done set up for us. You know, I got a couple of things around, I got a big heart of gold sitting here. Why is that? Because that represents that heart of gold that we supposed to have, right? We supposed to have a heart of gold. And then I have 3 gold pillows, 3 round pillows that symbolize wholeness. Just a whole gold nugget. So I want these nuggets.
I know that's right.
Yes. Then I got a gold sign that tell them what? What? Who is the what? The boss. I am the boss. If you ain't knowing, you know now. There it is. I am the boss with the sauce. So right. I'm gonna put that up there. Let's see if I can get that to sit up. Oh, that ain't the right place. But I'm gonna set this up here now that made me happy. The boss with the sauce. So there you go. Woo. So then I got the XO. You know what XO mean? Extra special, and the X for extra large. Because yes, I am.
Gone, girl.
And yes, I do. Yes, we do. Give it a hand clap for the big girls. Hand clap.
I know that's right.
I say big girls do what they want, not what they have to. You understand? So Tony Rock, he said he ready for all the smoke. Mm-hmm. What's your take on that?
2022. What he say? It's Tupac all year long. I just saw that video.
Didn't he say that though? Didn't he say that?
He said Pac all year long.
He said Pac all year long. He said, if you think you're gonna come up on this stage and do something to me, come on. You know, I just think like straight up. Sue him like because Jim Carrey said sue him for $200 million.
I know. I said, dang, that's kind of drastic.
Wait a minute. Then Charlamagne the God. $200 million ain't much, because look at the times it is now. Money ain't got no value right now. And then Charlamagne the God said $500 million. And I went with that. You know why? Because you see, this is going on, and for the rest of their lives. For his children's life, his mother's life, his father's life, his brother's life, his sister's life, his son's life, his daughter's life, his grandchildren's lives, they're going to be affected by this. So they need something. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, $500 million ain't nothing to ask. Because this is going to affect their lives. Then they said that Will quit the academy. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I just saw that on TV earlier a little while ago. He gonna quit the academy, and it was so funny because I said, "What that mean?" And as soon as I said it, they said that means, and they start going elaborating on it, saying that he can never, be a nominee or vote.
Yeah, vote. He can be nominated, right? He just can't vote, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he can't be.
And then some people said he did it so they can't take that Oscar, because that's where I knew they was going with it.
Yeah.
So, forgive me, but at this point, the way he embarrassed that black man, I wanted him to lose it.
I thought they were going to strip him of it.
I'm surprised. Yeah. I'm surprised but they would see they doing an investigation. So they said they're not going to give an answer till next month. But I said that he should lose it because you do a black man like that. And ever since he did, now I used to think he was funny until I seen the movie 6 Degrees of Separation. Have you seen that?
No.
Okay, Miss Millie, can I get you to do a second interview?
Sure.
I want you to go watch that movie, Miss Millie. Even if you might not be able to watch the whole movie, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to know that. Watch that movie. Ever since that, when I seen him, Will Smith in that movie, you do too much.
Okay. Oh yeah, I never
I
watched
ain't gonna
that.
even give it away,
I heard of
girl.
the movie.
Ooh, Miss Millie. Girl, I'm gonna put a tag on this and put 6 degrees. Let me write that down. Cause let me
Yeah.
tell you, I it's one thing for them to ask the actors to dress up like women to portray like Shanae,
Okay.
Wanda.
Oh yeah. See, I probably that probably wasn't my cup of tea. That's why I ain't.
It's one thing that okay, that's what I'm saying. It's one thing for them to tell the lady that, right? I mean, tell the men to dress up and portray that, right? He
Mm-hmm.
went way out the box. This is why Hollywood took him in. I want you to know that. Look at this. Oh, see, this why right now. I want you to know that. Look at the timeline of that movie. When the movie was presented. And tell me it ain't that when he blew up. Baby, when they say you sold your soul, it ain't. And I'm telling you, it's like I mean, it ain't no killing in the movie. I don't remember it wasn't no glory. I don't watch scary movies. It ain't nothing like that. I don't want to give it
I
away
don't
to
either.
you. But girl, I want you to go read the trailer. See the trailers on it.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna say, "Oh, you surely is right." And I just want Mr. Rock to know we support you, sir. We know you are a victor, not just a victim. You know, you were assaulted, and all I'm gonna say, no man should ever be disrespected in that fashion.
Exactly, especially on national TV.
You know, I don't care if it was in the alley. No man should ever do a man like that. It's something else, to have a man to cower to another man. And you got to think about that. That's why I'm telling you, the rest of his family life, they got to live with that.
Yes.
They got to live with their son being embarrassed. Whoever he married to got to live with their husband being embarrassed. His children have to live with their father being embarrassed. It was very humiliating. It was uncalled for. And I can tell you it need to be paid. You need to pay for that.
Yeah, and I said he was very professional to stand there and take it like that.
Yes.
You could tell the shock on his face because people were saying it was staged. I said, no, that don't look like it
Yes.
was staged.
And he exhibited the epitome of what home training is. Because let me ask you this, Miss Millie. Could we go anywhere and embarrass our parents?
So my mama know you bet. She told us up front. We my mama was a no nonsense. She was very loving, but she was no nonsense at the same time.
You know, Miss Fisher. Look, girl.
We knew.
Absolutely.
You better not go acting up. You better not. We already knew because everybody always told Rita that girl. Because my mama's name was Rita too.
Yeah.
They knew Rita girls.
Girl, Earlene Fisher. Mommy, I love you. I'm looking at her picture right now. My mama, like you said, my mama could look at me and I knew to stop.
I already knew what time it was.
If she breathed hard.
I wish
she didn't have to call you hard. Like my granddaughter, my 11-year-old granddaughter, we had a party of about 50 people, and she told me, I'm calling her about 6 times. And when she got to me, when I finally got her, she told me, maybe I didn't hear you. I said, you better hear me. What you mean you don't hear me in a place full of strangers? You don't know nobody else's voice here but your grandmother's. So you should hear me. I don't care what you're talking about. You gonna learn it. That's how we was trained. Am I right or wrong?
Exactly.
Your mama ain't had to call your name twice, did she?
And if she did, you better be looking out. I'm coming your way.
Because she on her way to you, ain't she?
Mm-hmm.
She coming to get you. Did not tell you. So, you know,
I have to make her get up.
Hey!
What you say now?
You say, come get what you getting.
Because even my daughter say, she always tell my kids, y'all better be glad. If my granny was here right now,
okay.
none of this apply.
Okay. You know, and then some people trying to say that Will Smith is a victim. What do you think about that? Uh-oh. Did I lose you, Miss Millie? Uh-oh. I think I lost Miss Millie.
Let me get back there. I don't know if your phone went dead.
Girl, I didn't know what happened. I said Miss Millie.
Yeah, I heard okay, and then it just went like faded.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I was asking you, some people are now saying that Will Smith is a victim. How do you feel about that?
I can't see how.
I think he was a willing person.
They were a victim to his wife preying on his sensitive side or something like that. They were saying something about
you mean his bitchy side?
Huh?
I say you mean his bitchy side? Because he didn't want. Let me tell you what a real man would have did. Now, I'm not a man, but I know what my husband would have did. Because I done seen him have to check a motherfucker about talking to me. He walked up to him. He said, don't be talking to her no more. She ain't got nothing else to say to you. And he walked away. Now, what? You hear me? Okay. That's what my husband told the dude. He walked up to him close. Don't be, rest his soul. I love you, Bubba. I know you with me everywhere I go. Don't be talking to her no more. She don't got nothing to say to you. And he walked away. See, Will Smith should have went up there when instead of going back to his seat and yelling, he was supposed to walk up to him and say, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Right?
Yeah, and that second time he said that he was real.
But Miss Millie, but what the correct thing would have did is when he walked up there, say to him, while he close to him, right, Miss Millie?
Mm-hmm.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Close up. Then if he'd have gave any resistance, slap. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the correct fashion. I don't agree with him just walking up there because he was expecting him to say something to him. But
I say he was just, because you could tell he didn't move or nothing. He was just standing there waiting. And
because he's thinking he about to say something.
Or take his mic or something.
And this nigga, he walked up there like he was Big Will. But he went and sat down like he was Little Ed. He went and sat down like he was Little Ed. Because he gonna lose a lot from doing that. Disrespectful behavior. You never disrespect a black man like that. It's some things you don't do, Miss Millie. Do you agree?
Exactly.
Like, you never put a black man out in the streets because you don't know what can happen. Is that you agree?
Yes.
You never slap a black man's face. You jeopardizing their whole livelihood. Do you agree?
Yes.
That both of them could have ended up in jail.
Exactly.
It could have been a whole shootout. Because his bodyguards, what if Chris Rock's bodyguards would have reacted? Where was they at? Why didn't they allow his... Because soon as he started coming towards him like that, but see, he didn't come in no aggressive fashion. He came up there like he was Big Will. And then he went and sat down like he was Little Ed.
Yeah, because I agree with somebody who was saying Now, if it was a white guy, he wouldn't even did nothing like that in the first place.
Talk to me. The reason why I suggested you go look at the movie 6 Degrees of Separation and look at what he portrayed himself to be doing.
Mm-mm-mm.
And that's when Hollywood took him in. They embraced him with open arms. I'll never forget it. I was so disappointed.
Oh, Lord.
I was so disappointed in the black man. You don't do that. You ain't just acting. You wait till you see it, Miss Millie. Let me get off of it because I get very disappointed in that. Now, let me say this. You know, I had watched Minister Farrakhan did commentary about Mr. Dave Chappelle. Shout out to Mr. Dave Chappelle, Minister Farrakhan. Much love to everyone. But Minister Farrakhan was saying why, the real reason why Dave Chappelle let go of the 50 million, because they wanted him to put on a dress.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And he said, I got to say the name no. He left the 50 million and by his own admission came back and got 60 million.
Yeah, double.
But he told them, no, you won't be putting that on me. I'm a man. I've always liked Dave Chappelle. I've liked Dave Chappelle like I've liked Busta Rhymes. Jay-Z, when he was on the underground, when Jay-Z was in the underground, man, I always knew he was going to be the shit. I'm telling you, straight underground, when Jay-Z was on the straight underground, man, I always knew it. Now look at him.
He's a man.
Black man, love you. Shout out to you, sir. And don't get me wrong, I done lived a life, Miss Millie. I'm starting this channel because, and forgive me, we are here with Right On with Rita. Please click like and subscribe if you dig our content where real life issues are happening, where we are mending families, where we are healing families, where we are showing love and exhibiting what it takes to have faith in action. Over here, step on our channel if you like it. Hey, step on it. So, Miss Millie, let me see what else I got down here. Did you hear about Wanda Sykes? She had made some commentary. Were you able to check out anything she said?
I haven't. This week I haven't really been in the news too much.
Well, yeah, I'm digging on Wanda Sykes, because she played, shout out to Mike Epps, Wanda Sykes. What's Tootie real name? Kim Fields. Yeah, they got a show called The Upshaws.
Oh, yeah, I saw that season 1.
Yeah, remember I told you? So shout out to those guys. I can't wait for season 2 to come in. But, Wanda Sykes, I've really been digging on her, some output that she putting out. Her look, everything, how she done turned a new leaf too. It's like she was a comedian, and then when she did that series, it showed the more softer side of her. That's what I think. And I love her hair because, I'm wearing my natural hair. She's wearing her natural hair right now. When I seen her in the, the news and everything. And so she said she just really felt disgusted, She said, and then for them to allow him to sit there.
Walk to his seat.
Walk to his seat. And then receive that award. She really felt really hurt for Chris. And she said she know he's okay, but that was not respectful at all. Now, Miss Millie, we couldn't go nowhere and embarrass our parents, could we?
And not at all.
You can't.
Not
you don't get to embarrass.
She'll be ready too.
Baby, you embarrass your parents. You don't get to say.
She ain't waiting till you get home either.
Right. Did you get to apologize and say, "Oh, I made a mistake"?
I don't care. I'm gonna mistake that behind.
I like the way you put it like that, Miss Millie. You couldn't say I made a mistake. Oh, mistake my ass with that's what my mama would say.
Okay.
You know, I can remember. Let me just tell you this. I'm gonna tell you one of the worst whoopings I can remember getting is because of something that happened to another child while in my mother's care. The little girl, her oh, I don't remember her last name, and so she was a little girl, and she had been run over by a car, which made her a little ill, and it made her a little deficient. And so,
Mm-hmm.
nevertheless, one day, because there used to be things going on at their home, and my mom used to, they would bring the children over with my mom. And so one day the little girl was, they came and brought them over there, but the little girl was eating out of the trash can. And instead of us stopping her, we just stood there. And why did my mama happen to come by and see it? And that's one of the worst whoopings I got.
Mm-mm.
Because she said that I was old enough and the girl didn't know better. And why would I allow that to happen? She beat my back, she beat my legs, she beat my behind, all in the
Did you
house.
see the little girl?
Yeah. And truth be told, I didn't stop her. Because she was big like us, but her mind wasn't like
Oh, yeah, she
ours.
didn't understand.
Yeah. So instead of us telling her no, we just stood there. And my mama made me know why not to do that no more. And if I see somebody who need my help and can't take care of themselves, if I don't help them, I'm going to get my behind whooped. That lady beat me. She whooped me from the garbage can all through the house. And I remember that. And so taking care of people and making sure people needs is met. Hey, look, I'm not playing with you. You all right?
Okay.
What you know, you all right? You know, when I see people doing something wrong, hey, hold up, you all right? You know, so we sometimes we have to step in as good citizens, as
Mm-hmm.
good people. We do have to intervene, you know. And so
Exactly.
in the I don't care, you know, when I see something and I need to intervene, I bet you I'm gonna get some help. I bet you I put this to a stop, you know. And I've been, you know, we all been through some things, you know. I could say that we all been through some things, but I've always been respectful of others, especially women, because you know that's my team. I'm on the women team. You know
Correct.
we on a women team, so we have to support one another.
We
Good,
have
bad,
to.
yes, ma'am. Good, bad, ugly, and different. You know, and so I've always been respectful of other women. You know, I've been disrespected by some women who obviously didn't have no home training, don't know better. You know, and one thing, you know, how do you feel about? Let me ask you this: how do you feel about someone who will be rude to you, disrespectful to you, and then come back and want to be your friend?
My thing is, what they say, it only take one time for them to show you who you are. So I might, be forgiving, but I ain't gonna forget. So I'm going to always keep you at a distance.
Mm-hmm.
I might. It just depends on the situation and the person, you know. But like I said, you just don't have to always, if I feel that you're sincere, then I might give you a chance. If not, I'm gonna just keep you at a distance.
Shout out to Miss Millie. Shout out to Miss Millie for keeping it real right here. We're right on with Rita. Please click like and subscribe if you like our content. Miss Millie, you said a word that just really people need to understand and know. Say that if they are what, Miss Millie?
Sincere.
If they are sincere, then you give them another chance. Because it's always room for redemption.
Yeah, and we all fall short somewhere or another. I might be having a bad day or whatever. But I mean, if you continue to show me who you are, then I mean,
I can't make you something else, right?
correct.
You know, Miss Millie, what do you think about people? Can somebody make somebody else lie?
Ain't nobody, my mom say, can't nobody, you have your own mind. That's what I was always told. You have your own mind. Can't nobody make you do nothing.
Right, and you know how sometimes people say, they'll say crass words or be brash or be rude or cruel. And then once you call them on it, and then they start giving you excuses. Oh, I didn't mean that. That's not what I was saying. What do you think about people who subject you to that kind of behavior?
Sometimes, people do stuff and, really don't, they're not conscious or aware of, because they've been doing it.
Uh-oh. We lost Miss Millie again. I don't know what that is. Maybe, it's probably that I called her from this. Hold on, Miss Millie. Here I come, girl.
Hello, thank you for calling. Please leave your name, number, and the person
Uh-oh.
and I will call you back. Thank you.
Hold on, I gotta get back to Miss Millie.
Hello, thank you for calling.
No.
Please leave your name, number, and the person and I will.
Okay, we're gonna take a break and we'll come back and do another half of a show. Miss Millie was in the middle of saying that people have been doing things for so long so they don't consciously think about what they're doing and may speak before they think. Well, we'll take back up with that thought when Miss Millie joins us again. Thanking you for joining us here with Right On with Rita. Again, we want to give a shout out to those who a shout is due. Peace, love, and many blessings. We'll see you soon.